Taylor gasps at the Cliff house. You didn't testify because of me. Steffi and Finn fill her in on Bill and Sheila's visit during the storm and how he bound her freedom to his. If I told you what's going on between Sheila and Bill, you wouldn't believe me, Mom. There, at the cliffside home, Taylor gasps. You didn't testify because of me. They fill her in on Bill and Sheila's visit during the storm and how he tied her freedom to his. Mom, I know you're not going to believe this, but Sheila and Bill are having romantic feelings for each other. Katie assumes that someone at Forrester is keeping Rich informed. It's true that Steffi is his primary communicator, but Brooke says she's spoken to him as well. She thinks it's great that he's continuing his travels to find himself. A topic of conversation is the blossoming friendship between Brooke and Taylor. Brooke continues to expound about their shared experiences. When the subject of Sheila comes up, they express their happiness at the fact that she poses no further danger to them after today. Sheila had some fun at Bill's house because of the expression Steffi is wearing today. They go through the judge letting her go even as Finn and Steffi anticipated he would hold her in detention. Sheila restates the obvious, saying that no one testified against her and no evidence exists, all thanks to Bill, my idol. The two of them share a passionate kiss. Taylor, at the Cliff home, shudders at the thought of a romantic relationship between Bill and Sheila. What she finds out is that he only turned her in after he was certain that they wouldn't testify against her. To which Taylor objects, so Bill's devotion is to Sheila Carter. Who is this woman who almost took both of your lives? Finn and Steffi both nod their heads in agreement. The two friends, Katie and Brooke, discuss how relieved they will be once Sheila is finally incarcerated at Forrester. Afterward, Brooke teases, Katie will be free to concentrate on her romantic life once again. When Carter enters, he has a gloomy expression on his face. He then intones, I have some shocking news. When Katie inquires as to what it is, he responds, Sheila Carter has been released from jail. Bill tells Sheila he is thrilled for her and that he can tell by how happy she is when they are at his house. She raves about how great it is to finally be safe. Furthermore, I'm not a monster either. She blames her insecurities for her failures. Though she is not malicious, she does have a penchant for accidentally hurting the people she cares about the most. As far as Sheila is concerned, Bill is the only one who knows the real her. Bill passionately embraces her with a kiss. According to Sheila's account, he didn't judge her by her infamous history. Despite the depth of his feelings for her, he has never viewed her as an enemy. For that, she will be eternally thankful to the man who gave her a second opportunity. Angry that Sheila can finally move on with her life, Taylor yells, "This can't be happening." At the Cliff home, Mike Guthrie's assertion that he coerced her to escape from prison only adds to her disbelief. Steffi thinks Bill is manipulating her. Taylor becomes irate. Does he not see the peril they are in? There must be some other way to make her pay for what she's done, she says. It hits her all at once. Ultimately, Taylor declares, there's just one solution that I can conceive of, and we both know what that means. That's something Steffi can't allow. Taylor will not put her loved ones in harm's way. She feels terrible that Finn found out about her wrongdoing. Finn understands the rationale. As Steffi reviews, Taylor's shooting of Bill was not indicative of her usual demeanor. Taylor cannot believe Bill lied to him in order to aid a psychopath. Taylor says she'll surrender, and they can go testify against Sheila so she can spend the rest of her life in prison, where she belongs. At Forrester, Brooke and Katie vent their frustration that the convicted murderer Sheila was released. Katie demands to know how Carter stumbled upon such information. According to Carter, a coworker at the courthouse called him. Brooke and Katie don't get it and say Sheila should go to jail for no good reason. Carter agrees, but the reality is that she was released without any charges at all. The wait at Bill's house for the arrival of the mob with pitchforks and torches is killing Sheila. Bill is unaware and unconcerned. He ordered the guards to let them through so they could clear the situation. Sheila assures him he will be next. What happened in the alley that night, she says, was a tragic accident. She adores both her kid and her sister-in-law Steffi. Shayla huddles into Bill's couch arms, wishing for a different outcome. Sheila had hoped to convince Steffi and Finn that they were capable of living together peacefully. They are intertwined, and she will always adore both Finn and Hayes. I suppose I expected too much. Bill reflects on how challenging it is to abandon loved ones. Sheila responds that this is the one thing she has always desired. Steffi, she pleaded, please take her in and don't raise her son against her. She wants nothing more than to be forgiven right now. But that day is unlikely to happen. Bill pledges to do everything it takes to keep her out of jail, but he can't guarantee she'll become a regular part of Steffi and Finn's life. What he has done for Sheila, she tells him, is priceless. I literally owe my life to you. She puts her head on his chest and gently touches his chest as she grins. Taylor tells Bill's friends at the Cliff House that she plans to go see Baker and tell him the truth about what happened the night Bill was shot. She remembered losing her cool out of a fit of maternal wrath. She simply wished Bill would leave them alone forever. I have to step forward, she sobs. Steffi says it probably won't help anyway. Bill is the judge's slave, figuratively speaking. She could make a confession and go to jail, but Sheila would remain unharmed. She is too important for Finn and Steffi to lose. Steffi begs her not to tell anyone she shot Bill. Keeping Sheila locked up will not help your future.